Well, hello my lovelies, it's Murky Meg here. It's Saturday the 1st of January 2022. Happy New Year to you all. I hope you had a lovely, lovely time and you haven't got any sore heads. This morning, I want to talk about today something that happened yesterday that has really, really sickened me. First, I have to address the fact that a legend sadly passed away. Unfortunately, Betty White, who is famous for her role as Rose in The Golden Girls, sadly passed away just shy of her 100th birthday yesterday, believed to be natural causes. It's all very sad, but what has transpired afterwards has left me utterly disgusted and shocked. Before I get into this, I've been told on social media over the last week or so there has been a ramped up campaign by the Sussex Squad to get certain hashtags, unsubstantiated claims, trending just for the sheer fun of it. And it seems that this was one of those instances. The squad were laughing, not at the fact that Betty White had died, but the fact that Queen Elizabeth, our monarch, hadn't, and that they were screaming in outcry that Betty White could be taken and not Queen Elizabeth. Here is a tweet by one of the organisers of the Sussex Squad podcast saying a very disgusting comment. And this isn't a one-off. This happened a lot. They were all laughing and it's not funny. But that's not the whole story. Last night, a journalist from Chicago called Nyla Burton, who has written for publications such as Vogue magazine, Vogue India, The Independent, The New York Times, Business Insider, HuffPost, MSN South Africa, Yahoo, and of course, those people that have gone after me in the past, Refinery29. She posted this. Luckily, Dan Wootton picked it up and he said, "You are not only foul and unfunny, but also racist. You have no shame." But yet she didn't have any shame because she clapped back at Dan Wootton and she said this. Now, Nyla Burton then protected her tweets. She ran scared. Dan Wootton called her out again and said, and this, just for the record, she doubled down when I pointed out what an awful thing she said, which should have been obvious to any decent human being. Then she deactivated her account. She's not suspended because it would say account suspended. It just simply says it doesn't exist, and that's what happens when somebody deactivates their account. So she's running scared. Needless to say, this has now gone viral, and rightfully so. And thankfully, many news outlets are now taking this tweet and running the story. But that's not the whole story. It seems Nyla Burton is an undercover sugar. If you don't know what a sugar is by now, it's basically a Sussex supporter. A wonderful account called Cami Soto, who I previously followed before my account got banned, tweeted Nyla Burton. The woman who tweeted about the Queen is also the same woman who writes about Meghan Markle and against the royal family. Not surprised that she's a Sussex Squad, and she's written various articles on the royal family, which one or two are entitled Black Women Aren't Surprised by How the Royals Treated Meghan. We can't talk about Meghan Markle without talking about colorism. Now, a lot of people are tweeting directly to her employers, because obviously she's a freelance journalist. Anybody that she had in a bio, anybody that she's worked with, people are tweeting them and saying, are you aware of this person is on your payroll? Especially to Vogue and Vogue India. No statement from Vogue has been made as of yet. So she has deleted her account on Twitter. She's protected her account on Instagram. And this all seems to have stemmed back when Richard Eden tweeted about what happened at Windsor. Somebody tried to gain access to the Queen. A masked man with a crossbow posed in a chilling video in which he threatened to assassinate the Queen. Now, he tried to gain access to Windsor Castle. Obviously, it didn't happen. He was arrested, and then it all transpires that he sent this video to people and posted it, saying how he wanted to assassinate her. So Richard Eden basically tweeted about this, and he said, I genuinely worry that Prince Harry and Meghan's criticism of unnamed racist royals has increased the danger of attacks on the royal family. Security needs to be stepped up as a result, and I agree with him. Then the squad basically take it upon themselves to let's trend hashtag Prince William's affair, since he is the racist in question. A very prominent Sussex Squad account, she's been there from the very start, said, why would Richard Eden tweet out an outrageous claim that Meghan Markle and Prince Harry are somehow responsible for the Queen's security threats, especially knowing that the Sussex Squad will get the Prince William affair hashtag trending again. That's not what Richard Eden meant at all. What he meant was that they have created division. They have created this hate by flinging out the lies that they did, causing division, causing hatred, causing this swirl of aggression in this echo chamber. And then they took it on themselves to basically go hell for leather on the royal family. Now, what we don't know is that whether or not Nyla Burton is attached to the Sussex Squad at all. But it does seem rather unusual that the Sussex Squad were also posting very similar things about Betty White and also Queen Elizabeth at the same time as she posted that disgusting tweet. I don't believe in coincidences at all. I think she got on the bandwagon. And because she was a blue tick, because she was prominent, because she has put in her bio that she works for Vogue, she put her head on the chopping board and got cancelled because it's happening. Now, like I said on my Instagram account, I'm very pleased that the media are running this story and that people may call me a hate account. That's not my words, that's their words. They can call me what they like. I would never, ever, ever post such disgusting comments about anybody, and that includes Harry and Meghan. To do so is vile, inhumane, and the lowest of the low. However, I bet you a certain Mr. X that is running around on Twitter firing shots, calling us hate accounts, and then threatening to dox us all, won't even address the situation because it doesn't matter to him. And I'm so pleased the media are picking this up. I really, really am. Dan Wootton later on said, wow, no surprise there, the Vogue writer wishing the Queen dead earlier today is a massive fan of Meghan. Who'd have thought it? And thankfully as well, you may love him, you may hate him. Piers Morgan tweeted it too. He retweeted Nyla Barton's, or as she is known on both Instagram and Twitter as Yum Coconut Milk. He said, delete this, you disgusting piece of work. That's when she promptly went and deactivated her account. This is why security needs to be beefed up around the royals. There is no doubt about that. It's getting seriously harmful. If there is ever a tweet that should make Harry stand up and say, this is wrong, it's that tweet by Nyla Burton. And I will say her name again, Nyla Burton. What really sickens me with the amount of likes on her tweet as well. Before she deleted her account, it had over 600 likes. I was sent a very interesting example of a tweet, and it was a reply to the Daily Star covering this very same story. And it says, these are the consequences of the hate campaign the Sussexes and their fans are carrying. And then Gary Edwards, who has a sizable following and a blue tick, said, I've checked over 50 Twitter accounts that have said the same vile hate comments. Most are Sussex sympathisers, which leads me to believe you are at least in part correct. It really sickens me that we get hounded for what we do, and none of us, and if you do ever cross that line, I cannot stand with you. None of us say anything to this level of hatred. It's diabolical, yet we're the ones that get fired with violations and bans and IP bans, yet they're perfectly fine to run free and say such disgusting comments. Surely now this has come to light in the media, the dastardly duo need to address their rabid fans. They need to tell them to chill, to stop, because they have harped on so much about the dangers of social media and caused such a big divide. This lies squarely at their door. So I would love to know your thoughts on this matter. Do you think that person had a right to say under free speech? A lot of people, well, some people, I wouldn't say a lot, but some people have said, well, free speech, you can't have it both ways. There's a difference between free speech and hate speech, and that is hate speech. It is comparing somebody's death and wishing it on somebody else. That is the definition of hate speech, and it is disgusting. So I would love to know your thoughts on this and what happens next. Will anything come of this, or will, as always, it just get swept under the carpet and left and we move on until the next time it happens? As always, let me know your thoughts. Thank you very much for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, hit the notification bell and also that like button. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank all of my followers for all the tips and all the emails, DMs that everybody sends to me. It really is greatly appreciated. So thank you very much for watching once again.